Hello, everybody. I just want to come on here and talk real quick because I had it on my mind and I wanted to make another, talking video because, that's kind of like all on brand with this channel, me doing whatever. Anyway, I wanted to talk about Unreal 5 and how some people have been seeing it as kind of scary. Obviously, I made the video before on the police body cam footage game Unwanted. I've already said my opinion on that and how it's feels a little out of touch and it should be kind of curated. Maybe it should be rated A and so on, just to make sure that it doesn't end up going into the direction of being completely used as a talking piece to demonize video games and also potential psychological effects and so on. But going off of that and actually talking about the future of graphics and video games, I'm actually really excited. From what I've seen about Unreal 5, it looks amazing. I actually really like it. I know there have been people that have even gone to the point of saying, not just for the game previously with Unwanted or anything like that, or Unrecord, it's that they're worried that games graphics might go too far. And personally, I don't really feel that. It depends on the game, because whenever it comes to like the implications of this technology, it's actually incredible. Like, I love the way that a lot of the Unreal stuff looks, because when you look at Unreal 4 had a very specific style to it, where it almost looked a little hyper real, because the lighting was a little warmer than in reality, and so on and so forth, because it didn't have that like a dull tone and dull flat lighting that a lot of stuff would have with the real world. There's a video out there with like AI generation messing with GTA 5 footage with all the shader mods installed, and it actually made it look real by getting more green tones in there and bluer tones and so on to basically mimic reality. And I think with Unreal 5 also keeping in line with like the almost hyper real look to it, there is fantastic like implications far off into the future about what video games will actually look like and how they'll play and so on, because this technology would be great for things like VR or simulators or so on, or even like walking games. If you were to get if you were to take a stylized game such as Firewatch from many years back and then put the shaders and lighting of Unreal 5 into that, it would look fantastic. Having that realistic cartoony look or realistic stylized look would be fantastic. And even going on with the realistic look to it, it would look fantastic. And even something for like shooters and or over the shoulders or third person exploration games would look pretty fantastic, because like you can implement really like have them look very video gamey, because like having the weapon right here in your eyes and so on, but having all the stuff around you look absolutely gorgeous, right? And then like you can even go as far as to say like with VR, like the future for this kind of technology to go that far, it'll it'll take a lot to run, but it's crazy to think just how like stunning that kind of stuff would be in virtual reality. It would be like a renaissance that has already kind of been started with kind of some games such as there have been games with revolutionary ideas and have been pushing the bar further and further and further with VR, and something like this being implemented would then have a huge renaissance, kind of like with what the original Oculus Rift did way back in 2011, I think it was. Like, imagine this kind of technology being used for games like Boneworks, and I mean there's already Source 2 out there for Half-Life Alyx, which is now just demonstrating bare minimum what this kind of technology can do for a broad general audience. Now, if they went like super deep into it and like went super balls to the wall with going deep into the genre of VR, and people that have done VR and play VR all the time and have their sea legs for VR, you could do so much crazy shit with this kind of technology. like just in general, and also like the physics and everything like that, and it's pretty revolutionary. And I can't wait to see the kind of games that come out with using Unreal 5 as a backbone, especially for the next generation of consoles, such as like the PS5 or the Xbox Series X, or even seeing what like GPUs such as the 4090 and so on can actually handle. That'd be awesome. It's crazy to think about, and it's really really cool to see what kind of games are going to be coming out soon. And I know that there are people that are disagreeing with it, or saying that it's too much, or maybe it's like, oh, it's too flat, or it's realistic but there's like nothing to it, or so on. But I know that Unreal and so on has a lot of components and a lot of like workability from what I've heard. And just thinking about like the kind of prospects of the future for gaming and rendering and even like filmmaking in terms of like CGI work is just astounding, and I'm really positively looking forward to it. Because it looks cool. It just straight up looks cool. But yeah, that's about it. Bye.